guys, welcome. Today we are doing railroader stuff some more, so we should be set to go. I'm just doing some one final step here to make sure everything is hooked up properly on stream, so you guys can hear the audio, which you guys can't. Okay, cool. Alright, so today we're doing some more railroader stuff. This time, though, we're talking way. This is an early access game that I got, and to be honest, I enjoyed it way too much. As you can probably tell from the last stream, I just played it for 3 hours, no talking or anything. I mean, that's first for my stream. Usually, they're not talking streams only go for 2 hours. The only time I get 3 hours, if I really enjoy something. So, yeah. So maybe we'll get that today as well. We're starting from a brand new save, so we should be able to have progress as well, which would be nice. So you will see the steps go forward from the very beginning this time in this stream. So, and this will be the stream specific save. Maybe in the future we can even open it to multiplayer and have you guys join in and help out a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. I mean stream. Alright, so we're gonna do single player because I'm not opening it up at this moment. We're gonna hit new game. Let's call it Gamers Rail Transport GRT. Oh, I get it. I guess in the future they plan on adding. Oh wait, it starts first. I'm gonna call it stream save. And then let's go ahead and get going. We'll go through the tutorial as well, so you guys can have an understanding of how it works. East River after the flood. Today's the day where our own railroad, the Atlantic Railroad, might not have thought this area was worth their time. But now it's all up. But now it's all in our hands. We got 1.5 good engines out of the deal, and the roundhouse and Bryson is in good shape. Trouble is, doesn't do us much good with the bridge at Ella still out. Okay, so the Ella bridge is out. Okay, so that's fine. This yard at East Whittier will be our home for now. It's got a yard that doubles as the interchange with the Atlantic Railway to the east, and the engine service facilities, the cool conveyor, water column, and engine shed are more than enough for our current needs. Obviously, as we grow, we're going to get more engines, and we may not have the space for them. Now, we're also play smart because we also have to do passenger runs as well. Reputation this window by dragging, or reposition this window by dragging it, so I can move it into this corner if I wanted to above my head, but I'm gonna keep it over here in this corner so you guys can chance through. Before we get to running any passengers or freight, we have a few things to attend to around the shop. Here's the plan for today. Get familiar with the engine and take on cool and water. Rescue the derailed locomotive, order more cool, and take it to the hopper to the interchange. Run a passenger train to Whittier, and Ella. Rest of here. Set up your first freight contracts with customers. Let's start by getting familiar with how to look and move around the room. Choose your perspective. Railroader has two cameras. One selects the first camera, first person camera, and two, the overhead camera. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I tend to stay more in first person when I can, and two when I'm driving trains. At least when going forward. If I'm going backwards, I'll get to what I do in a moment. Anyways, the select camera moves with WASD, and the right button will rotate around. Same with here. Hold right mouse button to rotate around, and move to be able to change your zoom distance. So I can be normal zoom, or if I wanted to, I can look really close at that cool car, which I will get to customization here in a moment, so I can show you how to customize, because I like customizing my stuff. I also like labeling my trains. Okay. In first person, middle mouse, reset zoom. Hold spacebar jumps. Try switching between the cameras and adjust your point of view to find what works for you. Hold shift to run. This works in both cameras, and control to move the overhead camera even faster. So we can move fast on foot. We can't hit control here and go faster. But when we're overhead, it obviously makes it clear, but we can move even faster. Remember, the cameras are completely independent. You can use this to your advantage. So there's totally different advantages. Do you play multiplayer or single? I play... I'm not sure why my chat... Okay, there it is. Okay. I play mostly single player by myself most of the time. I do play multiplayer with a few friends here and there. If that answers your question. But yeah, so yeah, okay. So now we have that. Let's go to the next step. Climb aboard. Let's board the engine, which is just outside the engine shed. Find the ladder between the engine and the tender. Move forward with W while facing the ladder and climb the cab. At the top of the ladder, find the engine seat in the cab. It's on the right side of the engine. Simply walk into the seat and have a seat. Click on the engineer's window to open it and hit E to lean outside. To have a better look. The window for a better look. You can lean left with Q. And if you're in the fire seat, if you're playing multiplayer and doing fire duties, you can also click Q to lean left that window. So, also, say engine controls. Engine and railroader have 4 major controls: throttle, reverser, independent brake, and train brake. Use your mouse and the tooltips to find these. I already know where they're at, but instead we're doing 4 controls in the cab. They each have a handle and they're generally on your left. First, we'll cover the brakes. Before you get the train moving, it's critical that you know how to stop it. So if you're in this mode, you can use this brake or the independent brake and stop the train. and bell off is important. Because when you have trailers, you can do this and then bell off. And still keep the trailer brakes on. Independent and train brakes. Okay, anyways, I don't want to keep being that tutorial is really long. Ugh. Anyways, so we're gonna get going here. Ah. I don't have an engine selected. Let's select. So we're gonna do is fill up with cool. We're going to do cool and water because we need it, obviously, to be able to get that train. We're going to go to that train here and rebuild it and bring it to the shed so it can get repaired over time. Because if we don't repair it, we won't have an extra train. Stop this train. Ooh, overshot that thing. Now you want to move. Yeah, that's the one thing with this game. It's hard to line up your tender for water. See, it doesn't break fast enough or it breaks too hard and you either come short of it or overshoot it half the time. You have to go really slow. There we go. Got it lined up this time. Lining it up is hard in this game. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly, I don't remember exactly how much this train holds. We're only gonna get about 1,000 pounds of coal, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get this set to loads to Eastbury coal set, and there we go. We officially have more coal. I'm gonna press tab because I like tab to be open. So we have each fuel change for the coal, so that's right there, that's on there, just the caboose. So we'll probably go ahead and get the coal out, rescue this train, get the coal into the interchange. If I still have enough coal by the end of the thing, I won't sleep and go do a passenger run between Whittier and that, and then we can start doing some contracts. Okay, water is full, so we can send that back. And we'll go ahead and... The goal in the end is to probably have the AI do either one, the passenger runs, or the wood. I haven't figured that out yet, which one I'm going to do. Probably the wood. That's probably going to be the easiest out of the two. Because all I have to do is set the switches and let it go, and it can take its sure old time going up that mountain. And then I don't have to worry about derailing. Okay, we're out of coal. That's all we got. So let's go ahead and get this train. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure all my switches are set, because it's that way I don't forget them. And we're set. So I'm going to head down there real quick before I bring the train down. And we're going to re-rail this train. This train's also out of cool in water, so we're gonna have to refill that as well. Shift R. Now, because it is completely out, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the handbrake here. And then make sure we're all centered and zeroed on everything. There we go. So we're all set now to go ahead and take our engine. Just over here, I'm actually gonna make sure this. So we're going to go ahead and take our engine. Okay, and pass that switch up there. So we're going to hop on. Alright, then overhead cam just because. And then it's the brake. You can see my little character sitting in there. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so now we can back into that train. Oh, hey, how you doing? Nice. Yeah, I'm just here driving some trains in Railroader, the new Railroader game that just actually, I got addicted to it, so. Decided to do a new stream save for this game, so I can stream it more often for you guys. Slow. No. Alright. Well, that's alright. I just damaged my tender. That's just great. So I'm probably going to put my engine in the shed tonight so it can get repaired. That reminds me, real quick. I do need to go to locations here. East Bender and interchange. Let's hire like 5 people instantly. Because we have damage on our train. I'm going to move this train now. Make sure I didn't derail it. I mean, it's already damaged, so I couldn't possibly damage it more, I guess. But it sucks that I damaged my tender the first of its use. Alright, so let's head up to the switch. So 139 tons on us at the moment. It will go down though as our coal and water goes down. So, unfortunately. But, yeah. So we have 4 cars going to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each thing's a car. That includes tenders. Obviously, since I'm playing by myself, I have to spot myself. That's a one down to not playing multiplayer in this game, is you will have to spot yourself. That reminds me, when I'm backing this up, I do need to set this to 1-on-1 time. So every 1 second in real life is 1 second in game. That way I have enough time to do everything here, because I'm not playing multiplayer, so I'm not going to be able to get a lot done. I will fill this up with cooling water that when it's repaired. For now, I'm not going to be too worried about it, because I have no use for a second engine at this time. At least not in this part of the save. Alright, so we're heading back to the shed. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Now let's go ahead and try it. Now, I do want to make one thing clear, real quick, because a lot of you are questioning how I do things here. I know this is not how you drive a train. Unfortunately, though, with me being by myself, this is how I drive the trains, so I can stay in first person more often. So just keep that in mind. Not realistic, but how I do it. And it's a game, so I'm trying to do basically my play as realistic as I can. So this is kind of like this steam locomotive has a remote control like the diesel engine would, and call it a day. At least until I start getting multiplayer stuff done, then I might get into that then. But till then, we'll do it this way. Alright. Oh yeah, I also said I was going to customize this, so let's go ahead and customize it now. So let's go to equipment. We'll customize it. What's that, the base color? Let's go ahead and do a purplish color here. Let's try to get that purple. There we go. And apply. And then, there we go. We have a purple hopper car. and spot my train past the switch. Alright. Hey, oh, I didn't clear the switch. Just clear this piece. Come on. There we go. Oh, wrong switch. It's the switch I'm clearing. So I did clear it. Okay. So we're going to clear this switch now. Get that switch there and try to get in that. Actually, I need to do lane 2. Okay, never. I have to do the long way around. Around the train. That's okay. I do know they're gonna park some of my links. I am gonna start ordering stuff before I sleep here in the game. Well, not sleep in real life, but sleep in the game. Before I do that, I'm gonna make sure I order everything. I'm gonna spot my clearance here. It's set. Its handbrake is in the interchange. Oh, I could have done that trick. Oops. Oh, weird. Set its handbrake here. We'll go ahead and decouple. I'm ahead and run over here. The train starts to zoom out. We got a far distance here. We got a lot out of interchange to cover. Alright, so the train's coming back here. And I just realized you guys cannot see what I'm doing down here in this one corner. the... Let's move me over here, shall we? Right below the chat. So that you guys can see the controls. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. There we go. Alright. We're going straight. That's what we need to do. I'm gonna coast here for a bit. Spots I can put this in the shit as well. I'm also gonna pre-align that particular piece. So the train's coming this way now, so we can spot it past this switch here. And start applying some of the brakes here. Yeah, let's go ahead and reverse into the shed, and then we'll call it a night. Get the cool. Well, we'll set up some things and get the cool, and then head out. I think the tender's the only one that's damaged, right? Yeah. So the tender's the only one that needs to be in the repair shop. So we're gonna use sprayer. We'll just spot it at. Actually, both trains are spotted at. We're just gonna set it to here. Oh wow. There's quite a bit of leeway. Okay, anyways. Which means this could technically be in there, but we don't have it. Need to repair. The only thing we need to spot is that tender, because that tender is really bad shape. Okay, so we're gonna head to the company near you. We have $5,000 at the moment. I kind of want to get this started. This is the 1,000. If I get this started, we have to deliver 13 cars to the Ella Bridge. That gets the first phase out of 3 done and out of the way for us, so that way we can head to Ella. So I'm gonna get that started because the Ella Bridge site is gonna be important because that's on the other parts of the road, and that I kinda want. I'm not gonna worry about diesel at this time, even though it's cheap. I can easily install that cheaply. I'm not doing it yet because I'm not gonna be anywhere close to doing that yet. I want to purchase this as well, but again, we'll have to wait until we have money for that, because right now we only have 4,000 left. So, right, so we have no thing here. We already have people coming in tomorrow. We have the interchange. We're going to go ahead and use some oil contracts. We're going to do a Stenzel. Radio Depot is a thing which has a house track to it, which automatically has a contract, I guess. And we'll go ahead and do a sawmill contract here, which can take up to 8 cars of wood per day. So that should get us started. Then we want to get one of those, and then we're set there because the bridge site is because we have a procedure there. Okay. So before I do sleep, I do want to customize these cars as well over here because why not? Customize. So the first day in this road. And we're doing great, actually. Do equipment, customize. Let's go ahead and do that publish color, apply, copy to coupled. What we're also going to do is set the operation. So it's going to load to here, and it's going to load in L2. Copy to coupled, and boom. We're set for tomorrow's log train. So tomorrow, not for you guys, but in the game. So the next day in this game, road days, whatever you want to call it, we'll go ahead and take this up to the log camp, wait 1 hour, fill up and bring it back, and then we'll head with passengers and drop off our loads. Of course, in an efficient pattern, but yeah, we'll pick up our loads and stuff like that. And do our switches that we need to do. Alright. So let's go ahead and sleep. Alright, so that should be 100%. This won't be most likely. Oh. So we have 2 perfectly good steam engines. That is if we have cool. Which I think we do. Yeah, we have cool. Okay, cool. So we have our Stannsville stuff. Our stuff's actually pretty well set up here. So that's nice. So all we have to do then is deliver them. No, this is the bridge stuff mostly because we signed up for the bridge stuff, and then we have the farm supplies. So I have to do a little bit of switching here at this area to get everything correctly set up for where we need them. Need the supplies. The goal basically is to get all the freight that we're shuffling around behind me, and then get the bridge stuff in front of me. Because then when I unhook from the train, and then have the passengers at the very end, and then what I can do is push the bridge stuff out of the way for a moment, and then keep pushing it up to the bridge site. Then I can have an easier time with the bridge stuff, which would be very useful. But anyways, we're going to ahead and get the cool moved, and then get this train with the cool. I'm going to actually have the AI handle train 1, which means I got to create crews. We're going to create a main crew, and then a log crew. I'm going to leave the log crew. We're gonna set the operations to main. We're gonna set the operations to log. So here we go. So that's how the trains are gonna work for now. One's gonna be AI operated. That way I can focus on my switching specifically that I need to do. But first, like I said, I actually need to grab the coal first, so I can load up that other train with coal. Load this one up first, then load the other train with coal and water, and we can get our day moving with the AI. Now I'm gonna have to do some weird stuff here with the cool car because it's actually not in our favor at the moment. So the goal is to do a run around and get in front of it, behind it, so I can push it in. Oop. Forgot to switch. Oops. That's okay. Easy fix. Just go ahead and go forward, and then I can reverse in. Alright, here we go. We're gonna press 1. There we go. And we're gonna ahead and hook up our cables here. I do need to do one thing because I left this open, but now that I'm attached, I should be fine to do it that way. That I don't lose air pressure. Right, so the goal is to get me to where I'm gonna be in front of it at the end. So we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do a run around, which means we're gonna be running around the cool car on the main line. We have about 50 tons of coal, so that should be enough to keep us going for a little bit here until we get everything unlocked and stuff like that. Hopefully, if not, we can always refill it. That's where it needs to go, though, as you can see. What I want to do is line it up past this specific switch. What I do actually is go ahead and open up this back cable. Hey, let me hop on. There we go. A little finicky sometimes. Because the goal right now is to get the AI train moving so I can start doing my interchange stuff. So, actually, I need to do one thing before I can do that, and that is to press up 0 on following a strike. So we're gonna have the AI train come up here. Since I'm not coming up here yet, I'm gonna throw that. It's gonna come around here, this corner. We're gonna throw this so it doesn't say it's area. Can't go through it because you just can't. It would cost damage to the track if it was. Well, it won't cost damage in the game. The game pushes it out of the way, but it won't go through it because it thinks it can't. So, alright, it's gonna come up here. It's gonna go past this switch. Come all the way up here, up this mountain that I hate because I derail half the time. Going down it again. Going up it I can do. Going down is where I can derail by mistake. And flip this switch. And we're clear because it's going to go into this line. And back here. Hopefully. Because sometimes it doesn't like to. Hopefully it gets all of the lockers in. I mean, I'll find out when it stops. And I want to sleep so I can get started again. I'll find out if I need to move it slightly. But yeah, so we should be set there. I'm actually going to set a fuse there just to be safe, because I don't trust out of track. There we go. So I set the fuse as far back as it can go on that one. We're not going to put a fuse at the end of this Y just yet. I don't think I'll ever need to in this real save because I'm controlling it, and most of the time if I'm driving anyways, I'm not going to have time to start it back up, so. I'm going to put a few fuses down before I get started. Then when it comes back, it's going to come through here. I'm going to do the smart thing here. Actually set the fuse on the main line. Now, obviously, in real life, this would be unrealistic and not appropriate. But until they can get the AI to do tasks for you, whether that be station or bring loads back and forth on its own without any issues, and appropriately setting switches and stuff like that on its own and stopping where it needs to stop and avoiding us as it needs to, then maybe I can let it do its own thing and just keep doing it back and forth. But for now, this is how we have to do it with the fuses. So I'm gonna do the same here. I'm just gonna have it come back here and stop. Now it will always stay attached to these. Once I attach it, I'm gonna attach it manually, then have it do its thing. So you don't have to worry about the. Okay, now we continue because now we have everything set up for the AI, which is perfect. This is not in our favor, so we're going to flip it into our favor. Because right now we're just prepping to get the AI train filled up and hooked up. I will have to fill it up every so often on my own. Probably after 2 or 3 trips I'll have to fill it because it's going to use a lot of cool going up, but not... it's going to use a lot of cool going down too because it likes the throttle. I don't use very much cool going down it because I don't throttle anything, so there's no steam being generated, so there's no cool being used up. So I mean, yeah, obviously in real life it probably would still get used up because of burn event over time, but you probably won't have to put in as many cool, or well, you definitely won't be using as much water, I don't think, because you won't be making steam. So it's definitely something to get saved somewhere. Now, again, also in real life, it would be probably a big no-no to run over these fuses, but for game purposes, I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, the AI will stop just before it. It'll probably give about a car or two length away from it, but it will stop for them, and it will send a notification out that it has stopped for a fuse. Or fusey, whatever you want to call them. And they do burn infinitely, which probably is unrealistic, but I'm not going to get into the realisticity of games here today. Okay, so we're going to head and also, I'm not really a train person. Oh, I like trains, but I don't drive them in real life either, so to be honest, I have no clue what I'm doing half the time. I just know I gotten really good at this game. I feel comfortable streaming it now. Sort of. Technically, I wish I went with you guys because they're more funner. But you know what? It's so fun because now I get to relive the beginning here and actually play it smarter this time than I did last time. Because last time I went straight into game a bunch of loans and mess. Actually, before I can reverse it, I actually have to send it forward just a few inches here to kind of get this cool spotted here, so that way we can get cool into the shoot here and get our cool going and get our train going for AI. AI does cost, just to warn you. I'm just sure I never really ever checked to see how much it actually costs, but it will cost you to use an AI engineer. go ahead and spot this. Close enough. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pick up this first train here that we had started with and going to get it filled. By the time we get it filled, it'll start up automatically here. Oh, by the way, too, if you're ever a train engineer or whatever, know what you're doing with trains, feel free to let me know down in the comments too of what I may be doing wrong so I can fix it. It'd be great to get as realistic as I can, except knowing the fact that I'm not in the cab. Unfortunately, as much as I like being in the cab to do things, I just don't have enough players on to do spotting jobs for me inside the cab, and I would like to stay in first person as long as I can. This door's gonna boot me. Alright, hopping. So I'm gonna head. Oh, am I? Good. I was thinking that I trapped myself. I don't need more water at this time. I'm good on my water. I just need coal. I might get coal, then get the second train water and coal. And then I can start prepping it then. I did it perfectly this time. Now we're getting water in it, so now it's filling up with water. This is probably going to take a while because it has to fill the whole entire water tank here. This is about right now. I wish I can hear the music that you guys are listening to at the moment, probably when I was in silence. Okay, there we go. Well, that fills up with cool. I'm gonna get out of its way. Alright, we're all loaded. So you have 3 tons of cool and 3,400 gallons of water. It almost coupled it. Oh, it caught itself anyways. I'm just gonna have it go 15 miles per hour. That gives me enough time to do all my work, and by the time it reaches up there, I should be about done with what I was doing. So. There it goes. That train's off its way. We can be on our way here to pick up our loads here. Search was lined against it. Let's see what we're doing here before my train gets down here. I want to hook up to... I want to push those, I think. Push those. Please. I see what I'm doing now. I do have to do some reordering though. Which means I don't want to go that direction just yet. I'm going to swing around. It hasn't cleared the main line yet, so but we're good. By the time we're done hooking up here and switching these around to get in our favor, but he will be off of the main line there. So what I'm doing now is collecting some of the Ella stuff that I need to be in front of the coaches here, because the Ella Bird Supply is the only thing that should be in front of my train at this point in time. As those are being pushed into it, there's no other way to get turned around and stuff like that. Okay. So we're sort of heading down this way. Yeah, we're going to couple up to these cars. He is officially clear of the main line and he's heading up the hill. Heading up the harder part. Heading down is going to be the easy part for him, probably, because he's going to go super fast down it. I just derail. No, I did no damage. I just created some smoke. Okay. So these two need to come with me. The rest can stay on this track for now. I can actually stay like that even. He's still at the bottom here. He is going fast up the hill though. He's probably going like 15 up it. If anyone can do it, it's the AI. This is a very long process. This game I can probably spend hours and still not be done with the first set of tasks. That's why I haven't set to one-on-one time scale, because I'm not that great at train. A lot of train drivers will probably be going a lot faster than this. Except from coupling. Coupling you have to go at least less than 4. Actually, less than 3 is recommended, from what I understand. Actually, I think it's no more than 3 if I remember correctly. Or more than 3 miles per hour. So I don't have to go far. Where's the handbrakes? So I don't have to go all the way around the main line here. I'm going to grab out of the caboose and passenger car and put them behind here. Which means I may actually have to move these forward a bit more so I can clear that siding here and get through. And actually make my time saver actually worth it. Where's that guy at? Oh man, he's already almost there. He moves quick. Too quick. Oh, come on. I am clear of it. Oh, perfect. Had it at just the right speed. So I was able to connect 2 birds in 1 stone, which is perfect. There we go, so now we just have to reverse. Oh, too fast. We got to do some customization here. Customize base color. We're set to that purplish color. apply, copy the clipboard. Just apply to that. Because you can't do text and my color on those. He's already logs, which is perfect for me. I'll switch to the boost that has it. Gee, I shouldn't decouple with that. I just realized something. I'm actually gonna have to decouple here. Let me apply my air. Unrelease that handbrake. Now I can. I'm actually gonna apply this first string because that's where I'm probably gonna hook up at. So, alright, I know where it's at and where to release the brakes. Before I let go of the coupler, prevent our rule rate to email the handbrakes on just in case the handbrake fails. It's going to release the air. Close call. I probably could have pushed it a bit forward more. So that's up plenty of room though. But all I'm doing is getting set up for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna check on the AI and get it sent down here real quick. Oops. Forgot I need to get it passed first. Duh. All I'm trying to do at the moment is get these in the order that works in my favor. It's a little bit more tricky to do sometimes, but it's totally worth it in the end. Now I have air leaking at the back at the moment. So I need to act quick and shut that valve off. Okay. Boom. Let's reverse here into the other trains, and then we can reverse and hook up to the LS stuff. And that should be good for today's stream, I think. Did I catch it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. All we have to do now is release that brake. Alright, there we go. So we're over here now. We're waiting for the train to come to us. So I can switch this switch. I actually can't believe that train got there so quick. I didn't even see the message. But it's a fusing gauge, so it actually did it. Alright. So now we're gonna head down this way. Okay, that's the last here. I'm gonna send the air through, release the brake. Alright, so it's all set up for tomorrow, because I probably won't be playing this save tomorrow. I'll probably be playing my own personal save tomorrow, like always. But yeah, this will be it for today's stream. This world will stay like this. I will not be touching it unless I'm on stream, so you guys are in the clear to figure out what you want me to do next stream here. I might actually set my tender brakes. This is how I run a couple down. I do need to real quick here. We head up here. Select it. Orders. Manual. Also park this one here, but now I have everything in, so that should be set. I'll stay here for so I can get this and on its way back next stream as well. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know, or met this stream, let me know down below, and let me know what improvements I can do while playing this game. Anyways.